The city pulsed with a venomous hum, a labyrinth of ambition where souls traded their light for likes. Elias Kane, a man weathered by battles both seen and unseen, walked its shadowed streets. Once a soldier in the world wars, he now waged a different fight. One for the kingdom, armored in faith, with the word as his sword. His journey had begun in ashes, a life of violence, redeemed by grace, a calling to stand as a soldier of Christ against the principalities of darkness. Yet tonight, the enemy wore a subtle mask. Elias had uncovered corruption in the city's legal system, a cabal of attorneys twisting justice for profit, preying on the desperate. They'd buried a mother's plea for her stolen inheritance, leaving her destitute. Her tear-stained face haunted him, a trumpet's call to act. But the Spirit stirred within, whispering caution, and the words of the Bible burned in his mind. Write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. The enemy's voice slithered through the city from polished lips and tailored suits, daring him to strike now. File the lawsuit, they goaded. Expose them in court. Let the world see their rot. Elias felt the fire in his chest, righteous and fierce. But he'd learned the cost of haste in lands far from home. A rash move, and the mother's case will be buried deeper, her hope snuffed out. The lawyers were vipers, coiled to strike. They'd twist his words, discredit her, and walk free. No, this required strategy, a plan etched in prayer and patience. He retreated to his small apartment, a sanctuary of worn Bibles and candlelight. Kneeling, he scrawled the vision as God's word commanded. Every name, every bribe, every lie he'd uncovered. He mapped their web, judges, clerks, informants, each connection a thread to pull at the appointed time. The world screamed for speed, but God's clock ticked differently. Though it tarry, wait for it. Elias would gather witnesses, shield the mother, and build a case that no serpent could slither from. The lawyers thought him a fool, a lone zealot. They didn't know the host marched with him. Months passed. Elias worked in shadows, his faith a shield against despair. The mother's eyes, once dim, began to flicker with hope. When the day came, the lawsuit wasn't a reckless charge, but a divine hammer, falling with precision. The corrupt crumbled, their empire of lies exposed, the mother restored. Elias stood in the courtroom, unseen by the clamoring reporters, his heart steady. The victory wasn't his, it was the Lord's, timed perfectly as promised. End scene. Why strategy matters in lawsuits. A soldier of Christ doesn't rush into battles blindly, especially when facing wolves in silk ties. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2 through 3 teaches us to write the vision, to plan meticulously, documenting every detail with clarity, so the truth can run swift and sure when the moment strikes. Haste breeds mistakes. Impatience hands the enemy ammunition. Like Elias, you must map the battlefield, know your foes, secure your evidence, and protect the vulnerable. The verse warns the vision has an appointed time, God's time, not ours. A lawsuit launched too soon can collapse, burying justice under technicalities or slander. But when you wait, align with His will, and strike with precision, the outcome will not lie. In a world that devours the reckless, strategy is your sword, faith your shield, and patience your victory.